I'm Eva.
I'm Arden.
I'm Emma. We've known each other since we were in high school. Since Eva and I were in high school, we're not in high school anymore. They were classically trained. I was learning how to play guitar. Arden would start singing and be like, hey, we should actually start a band. And then we played in like bars and stuff.
On a personal level, we've all grown a lot, but I think our music is there's a lot more depth to even the production of it. When before our first EP, every instrument is very stripped down. You can hear every single instrument we're playing. With this last album, we had a producer, Stephen Shirk, who allowed us to explore more production, and so it's a fuller sound.
Steve was just really wonderful in that he was one of the first producers that we had that really pushed us in like all the best ways possible. You know, when we would be like, I like this, and he was like, it's not there yet. Every part has to have an intention, and on our album we really made sure that every single instrumental line, every beat, everything has a purpose.
We kind of have this like step forward, step back kind of thing where if like you wrote a song or you are bringing a song to the group, like you are kind of in charge of like leading and calling shots and like figuring out how you want to like communicate what you want to communicate.
We all three write, so it keeps you interested. It keeps your interested, whereas like, I mean, I find with myself and my songwriting, I get stuck in the same routine. And that's why I love having two other people around me that write in a completely different way that I do, that have different ears, that are hearing a different song.
I think that we're still evolving as performers, but I would like to think we've all gotten a lot more comfortable on stage. When we first started the stage, the banter in between songs was just painful.
You have to teach yourself. It's like being on a really bad date where like they just don't talk to you because you're like
They don't laugh. You make a joke, and you're like,
yeah, I know, that's the worst.
That's what the silence and what it feels like. So like learning how to be comfortable with that like takes a long time.
Yeah, but I like to think we've gotten better.
When we first got together to piece together this album, we really wanted to come up with a theme, you know, to kind of piece all the different songs together, having an underlying theme. And what we came up with is boundaries, whether that be, you know, between life and death, because we lost a friend that was like very, very close to us, or between, you know,
there's a long distance relationship on there.
Yeah, and between lines between consent and not consent, which is reflected in Glamour Child, the song itself. When I see an artist perform that I really admire, listening to their music or something like that, you find these themes that you're like, this applies just to, you know, what happened to me like last week in this relationship or whatever, how I'm feeling at my job, you know, and like not feeling alone, you know, being given a voice when you have these feelings, but someone puts those words to those feelings.
If there's anything that like we do a lot, it's analyze our feelings and how
it sucks.
It does suck, but it's like also like we did something with it.
It's called Glamour Child.
You said, baby, let's hang out. You know it's been a while since we fooled around. But your kisses aren't the same. Your touch just brings pain that you leave behind. This time I let you in my life. Well, maybe it's right, but I still keep the light on just in case you come home. When I come my door, my bed is getting cold. I want you in my death to hold. I swear I won't cry when you're gone, babe. be afraid.